Hi everyone, my name is Natalia and this video is a step-by-step tutorial on how to knit the cardigan you have just seen just a couple of seconds ago. And though my channel is mainly in Russian, for those who speak Russian, because my native language is Russian, but I want to make it more international and I want people all over the world who love knitting and who can speak and understand English can create the same ideas that I do. So create my ideas, my models, and people all over the world can wear them. So I hope I'll manage to explain step by step how to knit this model, and you're welcome to ask your questions. If I can, I will answer and explain. So English is not my native language, it's my second language, but I'm quite fluent and I hope I'll manage to explain you everything. So this is not the only video in English. I also have some items of knitwear, some tutorials, yes, which are made in two languages simultaneously, both in Russian and in English. And a lot of my videos have English subtitles, but I understand that when YouTube creates subtitles automatically, there are a lot of mistakes. So that might be difficult for you to understand each step of knitting. So that's why there is going to be a playlist which is called in English Knitting. And this playlist is for those who speak and understand English. And all the tutorials in this playlist are going to be in English. Okay, so now we will measure the cardigan, okay, so that you can understand if it's your size, if it will fit you perfectly. Yes, we will make all the necessary measurements, and then we will start knitting, okay? And one more thing. If you like my tutorial, if you like this video, if you want to support my work, because this is really a huge amount of work to record everything, to combine all the files together. So if you want to support me and if you manage to knit this cardigan, I invite you to become my sponsor. So there is a special button, sponsorship. To become a sponsorship, it's next to the button subscribe. So I invite you, yes? So let's get started and stay with me and I hope you'll have a good time. So let's look at my cardigan closer. There are no seams at all. There are no seams on the sleeves. There are no seams on the left side and on the right side. The only seams I made are on the shoulders. Okay. So what else? Look, a very neat button placket. Look from the inside. Okay. Look at the calves. By the way, let me tell you my measurements. My bust measures 90 centimeters and I'm 165 centimeters tall. So you can compare. Yes, you can see the way it looks and compare. So let me show you my cardigan a little bit closer and let's measure it together so that you can see if it fits your size or not. So first let me show you the button placket. Look at it from the seamy side and from the right side. Yes. Okay, here are my buttons. Very nice and pretty. Okay, look at my cuffs. There are no seams inside. They're knitted in circles, in rounds. Okay, let me show you the bottom of my cardigan. Yes, I'll teach you how to make such neat edge. Yes, bottom edge of the cardigan. Okay, don't forget to identify yourself. Now let's measure the cardigan together. Okay, so let's start with the main measurement. Yes. So look here. Okay, now you see it's 50 centimeters. Yes, altogether it is 100 centimeters. Okay, let's measure. This is the width of the cardigan, and now let's measure the length. The length is look, 63 centimeters. But when you put it on, it gets a little bit longer, because the buttons are quite heavy and the yarn is quite heavy, so it gets about 65 centimeters when you put it on. So what else? Let's measure the sleeves together, but let's measure it from the shoulder. Yes, because the shoulder is a little bit longer. Okay, just a second. Okay, we have 74 centimeters. Yes, 74. Well, to be precise, let's start from this point. Then we have, look, 76, 77 centimeters. Yes, this is our sleeve. But you need your sleeve according to your height. Yes, so this is the way it looks. Let me show you it from the inside. There are no seams. Yes, you see, no seams. This is the way that our armhole looks. Look what it looks like. Yes, it's not a seam. Yes, it's not a seam. We start our stitches from this edge. I'll show you everything in the process. Okay, so if you like it, if you like the way it looks, if it fits your size, then let's knit this cardigan together. Let's start our knitting with the yarn. The yarn is very soft, very soft. This is Angora. Yes, this is Angora, made in Italy. We have this ball of yarn. It weighs 25 grams and it has 112 meters. Yes. Okay. We have 80% of Angora and 20% of polyamide. This is my sample. And look here, it has 17 stitches in 10 centimeters and it has 24, look here, here are 24 rows in 10 centimeters. The number of my needles is 2.75. 2.75. But we start with the elastic. That's why I take the needles which are a little bit thinner than my main needles. These needles are 2.5 and I will knit the elastic of my cardigan with these needles. Cast on 219 loops. You may do it the way you like, the way you know, the way you can. Let me show you how I'm doing this. The thread from the ball goes onto this finger and the end of the thread goes over this finger. Yes, look how I'm doing this. You should leave the edge very, very long, about 3 meters. Okay, now look here how I'm doing this. I cross it, I cross the thread and pull the yarn over here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. We need 219 loops or stitches. Now I'm ready with my 219 stitches and let's knit the first row. The first loop goes onto my right side needle. Yes, here it is. Okay, and now this is one purl, but we just put it onto our right stick and leave the thread in front. Okay, then one knit. This stitch goes onto your right stick, the thread is in front, and then one knit. Okay, this is the first row. Repeat the first row 2 more times. Let me show you again. You put your purl onto your right hand needle, and then you one knit. Leave the thread in front and one knit. Okay, so all together we have now 3 rows. Now we are in the 4th row. The 4th row is our right side. The 3rd row was our wrong side, or it is called semi-side, and this is our right side. Look what we are going to do. In the 4th row, you one knit, one purl, one knit, one purl. It's simple as ABC. Yes. Okay, this is the 4th row. Now I'm in the 5th row, and the 5th row looks exactly the same as the first 3 rows. Look here, leave the thread in front of your stitch and then one knit. Okay, leave the thread in front and just put your stitch onto your right side needle and then one knit. Okay, and now we need to repeat the 4th and the 5th row. This is the main pattern of our elastic, the 4th and the 5th row. When your elastic is, look, 3.5 centimeters, or you may have it 4 centimeters. Okay, I have 3.5. So when it is 3.5, it's time to make the hole for our future buttons. Look, these are going to be my buttons. And look how I'm going to make them. I'm on the right side of my future cardigan. Okay, this is the wrong side and this is the right side. Let's knit the first 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's stop here and turn and knit the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now again, let's turn. Again, let's knit 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now look here. Here I have yarn over, so 2 times, yes? And then we continue to knit the rest part of the row. Okay, and then let's come back here when you are on the wrong side. Now I'm on the wrong side, and look here. I take this stitch, I take yarn over and knit them, look, together as one. Here is one more yarn over left. Now we turn, and we continue to knit the row. And again, let's come back here on the wrong side. And again, I'm here on the wrong side. And look, again we knit these things together. Yes? And we continue the row, we continue knitting. We finish this row. And look here, our hole for the button is ready. Yes? Now you just continue the right side of the cardigan. Let's knit together. 1 knit, 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl. Okay, look, very neat. Yes, I like it. Now I'm ready with the elastic. It is, look, 7.5 centimeters. Yes, and now I'm on the wrong side. Yes, this is my right side, this is my wrong side. And let's knit this row the following way. The first 10 loops we knit as we knit our elastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes? Let's put a mark here. Okay. This is our future button placket. The stitch which goes right after the placket, we always knit it on the wrong side and we purl it on the right side. And now let's purl all the stitches. Purl, 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 purl. Yes, up to the end. Now I'm at the end of the row. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is our button placket. This is the stitch which divides, which is a kind of a border between the placket and the main pattern. Now let's put a mark here, and now let's knit the button placket. Okay. Now we are on the right side. Oh, by the way, now you can change your needles and take 2.75, number 2.75. And now let's knit the main pattern of our cardigan. This is the scheme of our pattern, the main pattern, and it consists of 11 stitches and 24 rows. You may take a screenshot now, or you may find a folder on the main page of my channel. It is called Community, and there are a lot of different photos, and you may find all the schemes in this folder. Okay, let's knit together. Let's begin. I'll show you the main signs, what they mean, and how to knit them. The first 10 stitches is our placket. So let's knit the placket. I hope you already remember the main pattern of the placket. It's the pattern of our elastic. Okay, here are 10 loops. Now, this stitch is always purl. Yes, it's a kind of border between the placket and the main pattern. And at the same time, this is the first stitch of our pattern. Look, this sign means 1 purl. This sign, actually there are no signs. It means 1 purl. 1 purl, oh, I'm sorry, knit, 1 knit. 1 knit, 2 knits. Yes? Look here. 1, 2. Okay, this sign means yarn over. Yarn over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this sign means we knit together 2 stitches and we bend them to the right. Look here how we bend them to the right. 2 stitches together. Look, and they look, can you see? They look to the right. Okay. And again, from the very beginning, 1 purl, 2 knits, yarn over, 6 knits, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 stitches together and make them look to the right. Okay, here we are. Okay. Let's knit this pattern 18 times. 1, 2, so 16 more. Yes, 18 times altogether. I am at the end of the row and this is my last pattern. 1 purl, 2 knits, yarn over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 stitches together, and look, the last stitch of my pattern is 1 purl. Yes, this is the stitch which is a kind of border between the placket and the main pattern. And now let's knit the placket. 1 knit, 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl. Okay, let me show you the wrong side of our pattern. Let's start with the placket. Hope you remember the pattern of the placket. Okay, the first stitch, look, we knit 1 knit, and on the right side it looks like 1 purl. Yes, it's always the same on this side. Then look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 purls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then again 1 knit. Here is 1 knit. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 purls and 1 knit. And let's repeat it the same, how many? 18 times. So we continue to knit. Look what I have. Yes. And I want to pay your attention to the holes for the buttons. Look here. When you finish this hole, let's count. This is the finish. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 long, prolonged, yes, stitches are here. That means here are 18 rows. Yes, because this long stitch means 2 rows. So we have here 18 rows, and then you start the next hole for the button on your placket. And I would like to show you this sign of our pattern. This is the second part of our pattern. When we knitted this sign, we bend our stitches to the right, yes? And now we should bend them to the left. Look here, I'll show you. Just a second. Okay. I take 2 stitches, yes? Knit them as one, and look. They look to the left, yes? These stitches, they look to the right, and these stitches look to the left, yes? Okay, now you know how to knit all of the sides, yes? We continue to knit, and don't forget about your holes for the bottoms. Look, I have already done really great work. I have, let's count together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes for the bottoms. Yes, I have 5 holes. And now when you finish the 5th hole, it's time to make and to knit our V-neck. Yes, V-neck. That means that our placket now will look to the left. It will bend here. Yes. So that's why we need to decrease the number of loops in this part. Look what we are going to do now. I knit the placket according to the pattern. Yes, this is my front side, so I knit and purl, 1 knit, 1 purl. Okay, now 1 purl, and look what I'm going to do here. So I need to decrease the number of loops. That's why I knit 2 stitches together as one. Yes, so that's how I got rid of 1 stitch, and continue to knit the pattern. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do in every 4th row, 1 stitch at a time. So we'll get rid of the stitches in every 4th row. Okay. In the same row, look, the same, yes, the same row, I knit 4 full patterns. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finished. Now I knit 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and the following 6 stitches I put onto a safety pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is our future sleeve is going to be here. From this side, yes, of our cardigan, we need to get rid of 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. We need to form the future armhole. Yes, here's the place where we are going to knit our future sleeve. So this is our armhole. And in the next row, not on the seamy side, but on the front side, we will start to decrease these stitches. I'll show you. So now let's turn. Yes, now let's turn. We won't knit the back, yes, of our cardigan. We will just knit the front right side part of the cardigan. Yes, this is our right side. And first we will finish it now. Okay, I'm in the next row on the front side. Yes. And now, look, I need to get rid of 1 loop. These 2 stitches I have to knit together because of the pattern. So I take them both, and at the same time I need to get rid of 1 stitch. So I take this one, and now I get rid of them. Look. So the number of my stitches decreased by 1. Okay, and I finished the row. I have to do it 2 more times. 2 more times. Again, I'm on the front side. Okay, in this row, I need to get rid of the stitches from both sides. So I finish my placket. Okay. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, again the 4th row. Yes, do you remember? We decreased 1 stitch here, Now it's time to decrease the second stitch in every fourth row. Don't forget. Okay, we continue to knit the pattern. Okay, and let's meet next time here. I'm at the end of the row. Look, I need to knit 2 stitches together according to the pattern, and I need to decrease 1 stitch. So I knit 3 stitches together as one. Now I decreased the number of stitches by 1. Okay, and one more time is left from this side to form the armhole. Yes, the armhole. And here we'll continue to decrease the stitches in every fourth row up to the shoulder. Yes, up to the shoulder. And look, the last decrease is left from this side. I'm not going to do yarn over because I'm short of stitches. Yes, I just knit 2 stitches together as one. So that's how I decreased the third stitch. Okay, and I finished the row, and the armhole from this part of the cardigan, look, this is ready. Okay, we are going to decrease the number of loops here at the back too. This is the back of our cardigan. So when we finish this part and we'll go on with this part, we will also decrease here 3 loops. And here we have 6. I'll remind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, continue knitting. Don't forget to decrease stitches over here. I have finished the right front side of the cardigan. Look, this is my V-neck. Yes. So I decreased the stitches 14 times. Yes, 14 times. Put the stitches of the placket onto a safety pin, and here I have 30 loops. And don't cut off the thread, okay? Leave it, because with this thread we are going to knit the placket. We'll continue to knit it a little bit later, so don't cut off. Okay. And here is my armhole. And now let me show you the back. Look, this is my back. So you remember, I decreased 3 stitches here. And look, from this side, count 4 patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look, this is the 5th pattern. Put 6 stitches onto a safety pin and decrease 3 stitches over here, and now I will also decrease 3 stitches over here. Yes, so this is how my armhole looks now. Knit the same number of rows as here. Yes, this part equals this part. And then at the end of knitting, 30 stitches. This is your right side shoulder. 30 stitches. This is your left shoulder. And the middle, or put all the rest of the stitches in the middle. This is our neck. Yes? And now the left front side of the cardigan is left. And let's finish it. Now both sides are finished. Well, actually, each side is finished. Yes, our back and our front sides. And now it's time to connect the shoulders. Let me show you how I'm doing it. You will need a crochet hook. Look, I have number 1.4, okay, 40 millimeters. Well, I think you may take a little bit bigger hook. But I found this one. Okay, this is the thread that was left after knitting the back side of the cardigan. Let's take it. Or you may take a new thread. Okay, So look here. I catch the stitch from the front side and I catch, oh sorry, just a second, we need to put everything onto the seamy side. Okay, now this is my seamy side, look here, yes, the wrong side of the cardigan. I catch the stitch from this needle, from the back, and one stitch from the front, yes. I catch the thread and pull it inside the stitches. And again, I catch one stitch here, one stitch here. Now look, I have 3 stitches on my hook. I catch the thread and pull it into my stitches. Okay, and again. Okay, and pull. And continue doing it up to the end. And this is how we connect the shoulder, how we knit the shoulder. Okay, I finished the seams on the shoulders. Look, this is the front side and this is the back side. Yes, very neat. And don't cut this thread. Yes, I used a new ball of yarn and I finished here. This is my armhole. Yes, don't cut it off. We will use it for knitting our sleeve. Okay, so leave it. And now it's time to knit and finish knitting the placket. I put the stitches onto the needles. Yes, look, this is my neck from the back and this is my placket. So let's knit the first row. I'll show you how to join this part and this part. So let's knit according to the pattern. Okay, but look here, this is my last stitch. Yes, this is my last stitch. I take my last stitch and at the same time I take the first stitch of my neck. Yes, and I knit them together. Look, I have a hole. I don't like it. So let's take this one. Let's join here one stitch just to avoid this large hole. Okay, still it looks too large. Okay, let's try to avoid it by catching, by catching perhaps this part. Okay, here and now here and now all together. Yes, now look, now we don't have a very big hole over here. Now we turn and do the seamy side according to the pattern. Yes. Okay. Then again we turn, knit the front side, okay, but the last loop, oh, I'm sorry, the last stitch, look, we take this stitch and at the same time we take the following stitch and we knit together. Next time take 2 stitches at the same time, not one, but 2. Otherwise your placket will be too wide, yes, and too loose. we need to tighten it a little bit. So catch 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 1 stitch, 2 stitches, up until you come to the middle. Look, until you come to the middle of your neck from the back. Okay, this part is ready. And now, when you work with the other side of the placket, we are now in the seamy side. So that's why the last stitch, look, this is the last stitch of my placket, yes? We take the last stitch, we catch the stitch from the neck of the back, and we purl it, them. And on this side, it looks like it is knitted. Okay, then we turn, we do the front side, okay, again we turn, and again this is my last stitch. I catch it, I catch this one. Oh, now this time I have to catch 2 stitches, so now I have 3, and purl. Okay, so continue the same way until you come up to the middle, yes? Okay, and now let's join our placket in the middle. Insert the thread into your needle, yes? And look, we have to separate these stitches, look, these stitches from these ones. Okay, let's work with these stitches first, which are, they are like on the front side, and these stitches, they look like they are on the seamy side. Okay. So let's start. You may even start here. Okay. Okay, now I come back to this stitch and I catch this one. Okay, again I come back here and catch this one. Okay. My thread goes like a snake. Yes, here, there. So let's finish up to this part. Okay, and then we just turn and continue on this side. Just be very careful and very attentive and don't lose your stitches. Okay, and again catch this one and catch a new one. Again come back here and catch a new one. Okay, so we almost finished. Let's go on. Okay, I finished. Look, you can hardly see the seam. And this is our seamy side. Look, it's very neat. Now just hide these threads inside. Yes, and our placket is ready. Let me show you. Look, I think very nice. Okay, after washing it will be better, much better. Now it's time to work with the sleeve. So this is my shoulder seam, yes, and this is the thread that was left. So I'll start knitting with this thread. You may start a new ball of yarn. So let's make new stitches around our armhole. Look how I'm doing this. Can you see this last stitch in each row? So these are our main stitches. Don't lose them. So let's start over here. 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 3 stitches. Oh, no, look here. No, I'm sorry, not here. Look, over here. 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 3 stitches, 1 you miss. 1 stitch, 2 stitches, the 3rd you miss. Don't make a stitch here. And again, 1, 2, 3, the 4th you miss. 1, 2, you miss the 3rd. Okay? 3, 2, 3, 2. Do the same thing around the whole armhole. When you reach a safety pin, put the stitches onto a needle, yes, and knit them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then continue and follow my pattern. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, look here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and go on. We have here about 80 stitches, 78, 79, 80, perhaps 81, so around that. And now it means that we have 7 full patterns, yes? 7, we can knit the pattern, this pattern, 7 times on our sleeve. So we knit the patterns on our sleeve, but look here, I'll show you my ready-made sleeve. As you reach the cuff, yes, we need to make our sleeve narrower, yes? So that's why we need to decrease the number of stitches, yes, along our imaginary seam, yes? Actually, we have no seam on our sleeve, but let's imagine that we have, and look, in every 6th row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look, the 6th, I knit 2 stitches together from this side, from the left or from the right, and 2 stitches together from the left. And I do it in every, look, 6th row. So this way my sleeves becomes more and more narrow, yes? And when you reach the cuff, you'll get not 7 patterns, you will get 5, just 5 patterns. So continue to decrease the number of stitches until you reach 5 full patterns, okay? That means 55 stitches. Here at the beginning we have about 80, and here we have 55. Okay, my sleeve is ready. The length of your sleeve depends on your height. If you are not too tall, not too short, then look, it's enough. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times I knitted this pattern. If you are tall enough, my height is 1 meter 65 centimeters. If you are taller than me, then maybe it is better to knit this pattern 10 times for you. If you are shorter than me, perhaps it's enough to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look, just 8 times it's enough. Okay, so it depends on your height. So try it on and see, yes? Now it's time to knit the cuff of the sleeve. I have here 5 full patterns, that means 55 stitches, and for my cuff I need to decrease the number of stitches, to decrease it even more. And look, I have here 44 stitches, just 44. That means we need to decrease 11 stitches. 55 minus 44, that means 11 stitches. So let me show you. That means I'm going to decrease 1 stitch in every 5 stitches. Yes? So look here. Let's knit together the row before knitting the elastic of the cuff. Look, we knit 1, 2, 3, and look, 4 and 5 knit as 1 stitch. Yes, knit them together. And again, 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 knit together as 1. This is how we'll get 44 stitches for our cuff. Now let me show you how to knit the elastic, because we are knitting in rounds now, in circles. So this elastic is a little bit different from this one. So look here, in the first row, 1 purl, and this stitch put onto your right side needle and leave the thread behind of it. And again, 1 purl, the second you just put onto the other needle. Okay, this is the first row. And in the second row, look, here is the beginning of my second row. You may put a mark here. So look at the second row. In the second row, 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl, 1 knit. Okay, so repeat the first and the second row 11 times. Okay, and you will get, let me show you my ready-made sleeve, ready-made cuff, and you will get such beautiful, in my opinion, cuff. And now we just have to finish our stitches. You may close and finish the edge as you wish, as you can, as you want, but if you want to have it the same as I do, then watch carefully and repeat after me. So look here, catch 2 stitches on this side, yes, and then look, catch 2 stitches on the opposite side and pull. Okay, again, 2 stitches on front side, on the front side, and 2 stitches, 1, 2, on the opposite side. So in this way you'll get a very beautiful edge of your cuff. Okay, this is my beautiful cuff. Very nice, yes. Okay, and now look here, I have just prepared my scales. Let's weigh our cardigan because it's ready. Okay, let's see together we have just a second. We have 240 grams, 41. So that means that you need 10 balls of yarn, but be careful, and it's better to take 11 because you need to knit the sample, and sometimes you finish the ball and you don't want to use the rest of the thread, and it's better to take a new ball of yarn so that to avoid unnecessary connections. Yes, so I used 11 balls of yarn. Yes, not 10, but actually the cardigan weighs 244, but actually you need more than 10 balls. So take 11 balls of yarn of 25 grams. Yes, okay.